Hey everyone, Mark the Movie Man here. Welcome to the Final Cut. Thank you so much for joining us today, because today I'm looking at the most anticipated superhero film for me of 2018. Yes, it's finally on the big screen, and it is Black Panther, brought to us by director Ryan Coogler, who gave us Fruitvale Station as well as Creed. Well, now he's taken on a superhero film, the story of Prince T'Challa, who's called back to Wakanda to take up the mantle of king that was vacated with the death of his father. But soon he finds himself being challenged within his own land for the title of king, and to make matters worse, there are two foes conspiring to take him down and bring Wakanda to the light of the world, if you will, reveal Wakanda to all the world through the use of its weapons and of arming individuals and basically causing wars around the world so Wakanda can become the ruling faction of the entire planet. We see how T'Challa fights against those foes and the other challenges that come along with becoming king by with the help of Everett K. Ross, a CIA agent, as well as those loyal to him in Wakanda and the Wakanda Special Forces, all coming together to try to prevent Wakanda from starting wars around the world. Black Panther was amazing, and it was everything I had hoped for and more. The story that they have in here is so solid. It is from start to finish. This film grabbed me and held me for the entire time, and I dug every minute of it. I mean, it helps though when you have such a talented group of individuals that you do in this film. I mean, Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa, loved him in Civil War. He was my favorite part in that movie, and getting to see him up center and front with this Black Panther character, such a great performance by him. You feel emotion with him. He feels vulnerable at times. He feels pride at times. You feel a range of emotions, and it's all through Chadwick Boseman's performance in here. But along with that, he's got all kinds of great people around him too. Michael B. Jordan as Eric Killmonger. What an interesting villain we get out of the MCU. This guy has just a few layers to him. He's got a bit of depth to him, and Michael B. Jordan really bringing that emotion as well. And as much as you may not like his character, you can see where his motivation is coming from, and I loved that. It made you understand, and it made him more than just one note. At least he didn't feel one note to me. Lupita Nyong'o, as well as Danae Gura, and I probably murdered those names, I do apologize. Daniel Kaluuya, Letitia Wright, Winston Duke, all these individuals are fantastic in the roles they play. Winston Duke, who plays M'Baku, gets some of the best line and gives some of the best dialogue and some comedic moments as well. And I really enjoyed his character. Wasn't sure what they were going to do with his character or what direction they were going to take, and it surprised me where they did take that character. But there's a lot of surprises in here. They do a lot of things in here that you haven't seen really in other films. But more importantly, it is a film that also presents you culture. The way they built Wakanda, the production design of Wakanda is so beautiful. They work in the technology of the vibranium and the high-tech feel, along with a history of culture. It's a society that has not lost its history while still technologically advancing, and that's just a great concept that we don't see that often. I mean, the costuming as well. I mean, you got these different tribes, and they're all using high-tech technology, but their clothing and their technology and stuff and their weapons and everything are tailored to what their tribe is, what kind of role they play in the society of Wakanda. And I love that. You could identify it right away. It was such a great way to present this. And then there's the music, which fits so well. In many of the Marvel films, as wonderful as many of those scores are, a lot of them felt more kind of like background noises to the action pieces. But in here, in Black Panther, the music integrates itself into the action set pieces and even the dramatic moments and the quiet moments. It adds to the emotion. It is there. You can hear it. You can tell it's there. And it's such a great mixture of sounds in this film, which, again, the sound design in this film, it just stands out. Everything. As you can guess, I loved this film, okay? Bar none, straight up, 5 stubs, 10 stubs. Black Panther exceeded what I was hoping this film would be, and it is on the top level of probably my favorite MCU film. There's a great mixture of humor in here with seriousness, and it adds a different aspect to the MCU we haven't really seen before, and I enjoyed that. Plus, even though it doesn't directly reference the main storyline, it does set things up, and you can see where they're going for it for Infinity War. And I liked that, to where it didn't slap you in the face with, oh, look, this is what we're doing, but you can see why the movie ends the way it does and how it sets up things for Infinity War. And that's great as well. Great superhero films make you forget you're watching a superhero film, and that's exactly what Black Panther does. You just are watching a fun, entertaining action film that has all the elements you want in it, and very little bad to say about it. Some spotty CGI, I will say. Some of the CGI, when we get into the CGI costumes, and some of the very large CGI battles, those were a little bit rough, I'm going to say, but you could be said about any of the recent superhero films we've had, regardless of the property, that some of those CGI moments just seem a bit rough, and it's probably because they got close to deadline and couldn't quite sharpen them. I'm not sure, but outside of that, I saw it twice. I may see it again. Go to the theater to see it on the big screen. So worth it. And yeah, I think you're going to enjoy it quite a bit. And that'll about do it for us here at The Final Cut. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Love to hear your constructive thoughts on Black Panther. Please comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.